Have you ever felt that inexplicable chill while walking through a forest at night? That feeling that something, or someone, is watching you from the darkness? The story I'm going to tell you today is not fiction. It happened to a group of teenagers like you or me, and it changed their lives forever. Welcome to the story of the Whispering Shack. It all started one summer night. 4 friends, Leo, Sophia, Marco, and Elena, decided to camp in Blackwood Forest, a place famous for its local legends, but which they considered mere old wives' tales. They pitched their tent near an old, abandoned wooden cabin, laughing and joking, unaware that they had chosen the worst possible place. As night fell, a strange fog enveloped the camp. The campfire seemed to struggle to stay alive. It was then that they heard the first sound. A soft, almost imperceptible whisper that seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere at the same time. They thought it was the wind, but the air was completely still. The whispers became clearer. They were voices, but they didn't speak a language they could understand. They sounded ancient, full of pain. Marco, the bravest of the group, decided to investigate. He approached the abandoned cabin, thinking it was a joke by other campers. His friends shouted for him to come back, but he didn't listen. From the store, they saw Marco pushing the cabin door, which opened with a chilling creak. A dense, unnatural darkness engulfed him. They waited, calling out to him, but only silence answered them. Panic gripped them. Leo and Sophia wanted to go look for him, but Elena, paralyzed by fear, pointed towards the store. Shadows were projected onto the canvas. Tall, thin figures moved slowly around them as if studying them. The whispers were now inside the tent, right next to their ears. They felt an icy breath on the back of their necks. They didn't dare move or even breathe. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream shattered the night. It was Marco's voice, but it sounded distorted, inhuman. It was coming from the cabin. Fueled by adrenaline, they ran out of the store without looking back, stumbling over roots and branches in a desperate race for their lives. They didn't stop until they reached the road and a car stopped to help them. When the police investigated the next day, they found the camp untouched. The campfire was out, and inside the tent, everything was in order. The cabin door was locked with a rusty padlock, as if it hadn't been opened in decades. Marco was never seen again. They didn't find a single trace of him. The 3 survivors told their story, but no one fully believed them. Authorities spoke of a disappearance, of a possible accident. But they know the truth. They know that in the heart of Blackwood Forest, in that abandoned cabin, dwell beings that whisper in the darkness waiting for their next victims. The next time you venture into a forest at night, listen carefully. Perhaps, just perhaps, you'll hear the whispers. And if you do, run. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the unknown. If this story has chilled your blood, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss more stories like this. Tell me in the comments if you've ever experienced anything paranormal. See you in the next story.